Peace. What's good? This is your brother C Knowledge, aka Doodlebug from the world famous Diggable Planets.
Hey yo, this your man CHJ of Duck City. This your man in the cut of Duck City.
Hey yo, this is Ed Dav.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Hells, yeah.
Rockin' Yella in the building, and we turned up.
Yeah, it's your boy Ness Dallas, and I'm rocking with the Mixtape Show.
To the Mixtape Show.
Mixtape Show. Mixtape Show.
The Mixtape Show.
The Mixtape Show.
My main man's DJ Kawan.
DJ Kawan.
DJ Kawan.
With DJ Kawan, blessing him like the Holy Quran.
Fire Rock Zone, Kawan J.
Let's go!
Said I wanna go wild and get crazy. Now watch me get down and do my thing, baby. Work the middle, drop it low, bring it back, watch me lose control. I said I wanna go wild and get crazy. Now watch me get down and do my thing, baby. Work the middle, drop it low, bring it back, watch me lose control. I said I wanna go wild and get crazy. Now watch me get down and do my thing, baby. Work the middle, drop it low, bring it back, watch me lose control.
All right, welcome back to the Mixtape Show. It's time for the Artist of the Week interview, and I got the interview everybody's been wanting around here, man. I got Miss Red January in the building. What's good?
Hey y'all.
How are you?
What's up? I'm good.
Good. You probably want to talk into the mic though. There you go.
What's up? Can y'all hear me? I'm
Good. So Red, man, everybody that I know of has been asking about this Red January music. I've been asking about this Red January music. Where's the Red January music?
It's coming. If you've ever heard of a magnum opus, it's a work of art, and it's not something that I am ready to put a date on yet because I'm still deep in my creative phase. It's life experiences, it's journal entries, it's imaginations, it's stories that I've written, and that takes time. It's like a purging. So I'm in the process. I've got some stuff that's coming really soon. Be releasing a single here real soon. It's coming.
It's coming. Well, before we go there, let's go back. Let's go backwards. Red January is the artist. So how did you get started in the music, not industry, but just in general? What made you want to do this creation of music?
I think just always. I've always wanted to sing. Like, that's just always been in me. I'm a church kid, been since I was a Sunbeam, and the children's choir and that whole thing, and always singing lead and always, stepping up for solos and that whole thing. And I come from a musical family. My grandmother, my aunties, they sang in groups, and, I've been doing that sort of thing in the church, and then writing on my own and doing some features on people's stuff and playing around. And I just spun the globe and moved to Dallas, and the doors just opened. They just did, and I just walked through them, and here I am.
So where are your origins? Where are the roots from Red January?
I am from Topeka, Kansas. I was born in Oklahoma City, but Topeka's home. That's where my family is.
Okay. And who's the artist or the one that kind of opened you up to was like, wow, I think I want to do this. This is something I would love to do.
Growing up, I watched my uncles play in bands since I was a little girl. They used to be in my grandma's garage with the eggshells all up on the wall for the acoustics and the whole full band out there, banging all day long in the garage. And then they went on to do their thing, and they toured overseas in Japan. And just to see that my uncles that, was in the same house with me was actually out there and living the dream, I was like, oh, no, that's too close. There's no way I can't ever, not one day, try, to go for it. Shit.
That's dope. Yeah. That's crazy because I come from a family and they did the band thing too, but their Achilles heel was they couldn't write their own music. They can cover the fuck out of some songs, but they just couldn't write their own music. So it kind of stopped at a certain point. So it's kind of dope that your family got to travel and do that. So as far as the travel, did you ever get to go to any of the local shows, kind of behind the scenes kind of thing with them, or?
Yeah, my uncle Todd E. Funk. He's actually the bass guitar player for Toby Mac, which is a gospel kind of like rock, alternative, hip hop kind of funky thing. And they've been touring for as long as I can remember. I know over 10 years together. And whenever they come to Dallas, they're always at the Verizon in Grand Prairie, and I always go in the whole tour bus and backstage and that whole thing. So, you know, just to see it and be able to access it and touch it through someone so close to me.
It's kind of a good advantage to have right there.
Yeah, that's motivation right there.
Yeah. Now I know you're not just an artist, musical artist. You're an artist. I see you as just an artist in general.
Yeah.
You're an outside the box kind of person as far as how you create your art and how you show your art. Out of all of the things that you do, what's your favorite that you do?
Ooh, that's hard. Because I'm so artsy fartsy. Like, I love to create. I sketch, I draw, and the whole fashion thing, and writing my own music and poetry, and geez.
Does it depend on the day?
Maybe so. Like, don't judge me, but there's so many different personalities in here. Like, it's a constant battle, you know, for the top spot for the day. Who's you gonna be today? But I would have to say the written word in whatever form, just because I have a really strong command of the English language, and I love words, and I love English and reading and that whole thing. So to be able to intimate outwardly what I'm thinking in an eloquent way, to be able to portray that to where other people can see what I see inside my head, it's like such a release.
Yeah.
So writing.
Let's tell that
any
story.
form. Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
So I know we don't have a street date for the music, which is great, but do we have a title for that project?
We do. The title of my EP that I will be bringing to you soon is called The Scarlet Letter.
Scarlet Letter. You want to get into the title of The Scarlet Letter? Why?
Yeah. That's the $1 million question. Yeah, I know everybody's heard of the classic novel, The Scarlet Letter, and kind of what the whole idea or heart of the book was. That scarlet letter being, you know, shunned from society or from your family, being the black sheep, that whole thing. And I've gone through some things in my life that have caused me to have to wear that scarlet letter. So kind of like a play on words, but pun is definitely intended.
And I'm sure it's going to be in the music as far as all of that. That's what's dope about music. Real authentic music is when people always say that, you know, I can't make great music or I can't do music, and they kind of go and do the commercial thing. It's always those artists that have life stories to tell that always put out the best music and have that longevity.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine what the Scarlet Letter is going to sound like. And it's just an EP, so you're just kind of going to give us a little bit of that.
The structure of this body of work is a book, like The Scarlet Letter. And each record on this joint will be a chapter in the book. And so I'm compartmentalizing eras or stories of my life or my imagination or whatever into chapters of the book. And then as I go forward, we'll break it down more. If I decide to do, you know, an album,
if you
maybe.
Do. There you go. There you go. Keep them guessing like you've been doing.
I mean, you know, it's the mystery, the enigma.
And I know currently now you're in the Bricks in the Wall.
Yeah.
For those out there who may not be familiar with that, what is that experience been, and what does that group do? For those who may not know, I know, but I want you to tell them.
So Bricks in the Wall is a tribute band. They are a Pink Floyd tribute band. For those of you who are familiar with that band from back in the 60s and 70s. And all we do is Pink Floyd music. And it's a great opportunity. I've been so blessed to have the opportunity, have that door open up for me. Being able to tour, you know, with an actual cover band, you know, and booking places like House of Blues Dallas, House of Blues Houston, New Orleans, Baton Rouge, Oklahoma City, Plano, Arlington. I mean, hey, that's a big fucking deal, yo. And I'm still, it's like, it's so surreal. Like, I'm still kind of just floating on a cloud. I'm not really feeling it all the way, like, real, but I'm grateful and I'm humbled and I'm blessed. And I know that, you know, it's a start to something that's going to be super freaking dope.
I was gonna say, is this kind of like the beginning stages of the solo Red going out there? You kind of getting your
I feel
feet
like
wet.
I'm getting primed for the industry and learning all of the behind the scenes stuff and the business of this, because so many people just want to be seen. Like, look at me. Like, this is not for show. I'm not doing this. You can look or you can not look. I like it when you look, but I mean, I have to get it out, and I have to be this creative person that I am, and I have to share this gift with the world. I just refuse to die with any of my gifts in me. So if it gets to be too much Red January in your face, sorry.
And Red January, where'd that name come from?
It was born on sabbatical, and I was tucked away and just really dealing with life issues and being a student of myself. And my last name is January, so that's where the January comes from. And then you have Red, and people think Red because she's a red bone or, you know, she's light skinned or whatever. But no, it's like a play on words. It's like an oxymoron. So red is hot, you know, it's heated, it's sensual. When you think of the word red, it's all of those things. And when you think of January, what do you think of? You think of the month, of course. And what happens in the month of January? It's cold, it's snowy, it's ice, it's, you know. So me, I'm kind of a ice queen at times. I'm kind of, you know, sultry and that whole red hot thing at times. And, you know, it's just like hot and cold. It's a play. You know, the two colors and the two different spectrums, ends of the spectrum, they play with each other. And that's kind of how I am in my personality, and that's how I create my art. And it's a lot of fun because, you know, I love words.
Thank you for your time, Red.
Yeah.
Can't wait to hear the music that you're gonna have coming out soon. You
It's
know, we
coming.
got you
Follow
on the
the
show.
wave.
Follow the wave. There you go.
Yeah.
What's your social media contacts so if they want to follow you?
Social media contacts. Facebook is Red January. Instagram is at _Red January. Twitter the same, and my website link is both on my Facebook and Instagram page.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Red January. She's
Thanks, guys.
she's a hard person to track down, so I appreciate you spending time with us. And
Right on.
and shout out to everything that you're doing, man. We got some big things in
Thank
store,
you.
and I can't wait to see what you got going
I'm
on.
so excited.
There we go. Let's go to this next jam. We'll be right back.